Hi, my name is Antonio Scumpias, and I will be presenting our video submission to the Energy Data Analytics Symposium at Duke University on advancing energy justice. This is joint work with Van Hai Bui, Larico Andres, Matthew Keenan, Felix Silva, and Ven Chong Su. We are an interdisciplinary team of engineers and economists from the University of Michigan, Dearborn. This is an all too familiar image of 1930s Detroit housing. You can see a dilapidated house that is clearly not kept up with the necessary investments to ensure it can fully harness the energy efficiency innovations that exist in modern day households. The reason behind this may be identified in the structural racism mechanism we examine, redlining, which is a practice that from the 1930s that rated the neighborhoods based on their investment risks, and was federal policy led by the homeowner loan corporation that has perpetuated racial disparities in homeownership rates, housing values, and critical for our study the quality of infrastructure, so that modern day outcomes such as adoption of EV charging station and outage rates may have been adversely impacted. There is evidence of that historical redlining has led to lower adoption of energy efficient solutions and higher fuel poverty rates. In addition, EV charging station availability is less prevalent in less wealthy neighborhoods or neighborhoods that have scored worse in the environmental and justice scores. However, there's no evidence to this day that EV charging station availability is less prevalent in redlined areas. However, we do know that redlined neighborhoods do have higher levels of particulate matter and other measures of lower air quality. We set out to combine information from the census with historical archival maps that is digitized by the University of Richmond, and publicly available information from local utilities to assess the correlation between historical redlining and EV charging station availability. We synthesize this information into a novel data visualization tool that demonstrates utility redlining. Our contributions are twofold. First, we provide evidence regarding an underexplored dimension of racial disparities regarding access to a modern and reliable energy grid. In addition, we are providing a policy tool that is complementary to existing information from the White House Justice 40 initiative that aims to raise awareness regarding racial disparities of EV adoption and energy outages across the entire US. Here is a snippet of our visualization tool where users can select the area of interest, and they'll be given information about housing stock, income, population, along with a distribution of redlining census tracts. In addition, we are trying to demonstrate that utility may be perceived as a regressive tax, which is both a public health and a social issue. And to further demonstrate this, we can think about this snowstorm test case in Metro Detroit in March 2023, where households that were redlined also experienced a higher rate of power outages. So our goal is to provide a tool that would cover the entire US and provide real-time information about power outages across different redlined neighborhoods. Our next steps include the production of prediction tools and a vulnerability assessment for the entire US, and as well engagement with community stakeholders, policymakers, energy providers to inform of our findings to redesign their intention. So I would like to thank you for your attention. Please send me comments at Kumpias Unish